Hello fellow YouTubers and vapors. So, today's video is going to be about the Limitless XL by Limitless. And all I really have to say is so far, as far as like first comment, it's a beautiful tank. Like it's really well made. It's very elegant looking. It's very beautiful. Got the little Limitless logo in there. It's got that gold shroud around the coil. Another thing also that I want to mention, just because, every time you fire it, there's an LED inside of it. Now, that LED, from what I have noticed, because I've actually tested this theory a couple of times, if the voltage is at 4.2 volts, that is when the LED is going to be at its brightest. So if you were to throw this Limitless on, say, a Limitless sleeve mod, or, like one of those single battery mods where devices, hybrid, whatever, where you're basically pulling directly from the battery and there's no indication to let you know of the battery level. When the battery is fully charged, the LED will be at its brightest. As the voltage starts to drop due to battery starting to deplete, the LED will also become dimmer, letting you know that your battery is getting lower and you need to change it. I found that to be pretty amazing. The fact that that's actually a feature that they actually put into this design of this tank, I find that to be very interesting. Now, it comes with two different types of pre-made coils. It comes with a 3-coil pre-made, and then also comes with a 4-coil pre-made. The 4-coil pre-made, I believe, is a 0.12 ohm coil, and then the other one should be a 0.15 or a 0.2 coil, from what I remember. As far as recommended wattage and whatnot, it's all going to be on the packaging when you buy the actual device itself. As far as the 0.12 coil, you can run that one at about 150, 160 would probably be where I would stop, but it's rated to go up to 215 watts. The 0.2 coil is actually rated to go up to 120, I believe, or 125 watts is what it's rated for. I usually run mine around 80 watts, around like 70 some watts, just so I can get the perfect 4.2 volts, because kind of anal about that, but hey. So, as far as tank size, I believe, I don't actually know exactly how many milliliters the tank holds. I'm pretty sure, I'm going to actually put the link to the official website for the official product, so you can see all the specs and all that, of course. As far as me personally, I love this tank. I use this tank every day. I had one when I had my Rouleau 2/3 that blew up in Vermont. I actually had a Limitless XL on there, on the 2/3 when it blew up. So I lost that Limitless XL, and then I kind of just always been missing it and wanting to get another one. And then I finally ended up buying another one recently, and then I've just been using it ever since. I haven't really changed anything else. The only other thing I use is my Goon, and that's it. So, as far as that goes, it's fantastic. As far as filling it, and as far as cons that I've noticed, if you abuse your coils or don't take long enough to prime them, in a sense, that's kind of what I mean by abuse your coils, is you don't really take the time to actually slowly prime your coils. There is a very high chance of, when you close the airflow, open the top, pull off the top cap, fill it with juice, and then you open the airflow after you're done screwing down the top cap, there's a possibility for it to leak if you didn't treat your coils well. However, one thing to note, because it is a tank and a lot of people don't have this general knowledge yet, and I haven't really done a review on an actual tank before. I have done a review on the Amigo top fill tank, but that one was kind of just more of a basic setup that didn't really need any extra maintenance, or didn't really need, I wouldn't say extra maintenance, I would just say the proper knowledge in a sense to fill it, if that makes sense. Because you're using a lot more wattage, of course there's a lot more heat to it. There's a lot more heat, the cotton is definitely going to get a lot warmer, the coils are definitely going to get a lot hotter. Due to that, there's going to be a lot of pressure inside of this, inside of here where the juice is. So when you unscrew your top cap, you'll notice that usually you'll see bubbles or whatnot. That just means that the pressure's high. Relieve the pressure, put it back down, keep vaping. Nothing changes. When you want to fill it, you want to unscrew this all the way. I'm not going to, I'm just going to leave it on there. And then you want to close the airflow off. Once you close the airflow off, fill it up, and then with the airflow closed, screw it all the way back down, make it tight, and then open the airflow. That way the pressure change isn't so dramatic that where it literally just dumps whatever's in your tank onto your mod. It has happened to me before because I was not careful when I first started using it, and that is what happened. To avoid that, I would recommend doing it that way. As far as like reliability, cloud production, flavor, all of that has been on point. I haven't had any issues with it at all. It works like a champ. I'm currently running 76.7 watts, 4.2 volts. Good cloud production, there's nothing wrong with it. Works just fine. No issues. I have the airflow opened all the way because I like a really airy vape. It's just kind of a more personal preference. You can kind of adjust it to however you like to vape. If you like to vape a lot hotter, of course you can close the airflow, raise the wattage, whatever you like to do. It's completely up to personal preference at that point. One thing you definitely want to remember, it is not an RDA. It hits like an RDTA. It hits kind of like an RDA type of feel. However, when you're hitting it, you do not need to inhale extremely quickly and just flood the coils. You don't need to do that. Don't take an RDA type styled hit. Just take a normal sub-ohm tank type styled hit. Like, nice, long, steady. And that's all you need. And then another thing to also remember on a tank, especially a sub-ohm tank, do not blow into it like you would on a, say if I was using a goon and I would like blow into it a little bit, kind of get the ramp up, kind of like get it heated, and then take the hit. Kind of different concepts for different things, of course. Another thing that I've also noticed, another thing that I've also noticed a lot recently, especially when using a sub-ohm tank, is that you're gonna go through juice a lot quicker. That is actually true. However, I have been able to go through a 30 ml bottle of juice on an RDA, as well as on a tank. So that again is just based on how much you vape daily. Tanks are definitely more convenient. I don't have to do anything to this. I can keep hitting until the juice level is low, and then I fill it back up. I don't have to worry about dripping. I don't have to worry about any of that. So that's definitely a good convenient thing to have. But as far as the tank goes, there are a lot of tanks out there. Of course, there's a super tank, there's a super tank mini, there's TSV4, then there's the new TFV8. There's so many nice tanks out there, like the Cleto. The Cleto is very nice as well. This takes the cake for me personally, mainly because of the rebuildable decks that it comes with. It comes with 2 rebuildable decks, a single coil and a dual coil setup. So you have a single coil which will have 2 posts and then 1 airflow slot on the bottom so that the airflow can go directly to the coil. And then of course it's just adjustable airflow via the tank. And then you have the second build deck, which is basically a 4-post, so to speak, like more like a 2-post with like a velocity styled, dual coil deck, if that makes sense, like a standard velocity style deck for the dual coil setup. And I actually really like it. It's really nice to build on, nice big holes. It's really easy to fit pretty much whatever kind of wire you need in there. So that being said, again, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, just make sure to subscribe and comment below. I'm going to try to make videos as much as I can. I'm going to start pushing out reviews and try to get everything going. Currently, I'm still vaping on the same juice, Noble Owl's Guilty Pleasure. Fantastic juice, peach pie, can't go wrong, delicious. But the point is that I'm trying to get back into this, and I'm trying to show you guys that I'm actually going to be doing this a lot more consistently now. And as you can see, I got my desk a little bit more cleared up. There's a lot more space to work with, and there's a lot more room for me to actually make videos and do this more frequently. So if everything goes well, we're going to be back and rolling the old school way, saying vapes, of course. So I'm still trying to get my O's down. I'm still trying to get like pushing down and stuff like that. Those are different videos. I might make a trick tutorial video actually at some point. Not sure when, but I might be making a trick tutorial video maybe on O's or maybe on like Cheerios. Not sure. We'll figure it out when the time comes. But definitely, if you guys have anything specific that you guys have in mind, definitely let me know in the comments so I know what to do in the future. Or if you guys have anything that you guys don't like about the videos, post that in the comments as well, and I'll read and I'll try to either A, correct it, or B, tell you why I do such a thing, if that makes sense. So yeah, that being said, everything is awesome and Cheerio, and I'm getting everything back in order, and everything's going back together very, very nicely. So everything should be going good. There should be a lot more reviews coming in because I should be getting a lot more different RDAs and different batteries and different things like that I can start reviewing. And then I also might go into kind of building and kind of how to put pre-built coils into a tank or an RDA or an RDTA and how to wick it and stuff like that. I might start making videos like that as well. But let me know in the comments if you guys actually would like to see those kind of videos. If not, I'm probably still going to put them in there. If you guys do, definitely let me know. Yeah. So you guys know how it is. As always, keep calm and vape on.